Today I am going to teach you a complete beginner guide for YouTube ads in e-commerce, step by step. Let's go. Hey everyone, my name is Ricky Hayes. Pleasure to have you on the channel. Just before we get into today's step-by-step tutorial for beginners, be sure to like today's video to help with the growth of my channel. Be sure to subscribe if you want more weekly videos, and also comment down below if you want more videos like this or other suggestions. Let's get into the content. All right, cool. So first things first, the slides are in the description for this below. So all the slides you're going to see today, they're in the description. You can get them 100% free. Okay, these are worth a butt ton. I recommend getting it. It's going to help you to understand a lot more about the ecosystem of YouTube ads itself. Okay, so throughout this as well, I'm going to be referencing a slide, and then I'm going to be doing a lot of the practical side, showing you also how you do it. Okay, I find that's the best way to learn, understanding the theory and then also understanding the practical, so you understand fully what needs to be done. Okay, so step number one is requirements for YouTube ads. Okay, there's a number of requirements we need to understand before we just dive deep into YouTube ads, especially as a beginner. So YouTube ads, you should create a branded YouTube account. Okay, so you can do that by just literally typing in brand YouTube account, and it's going to guide you through. Google has steps for that to help you with that accordingly. Basically, it is you make a YouTube account and then you turn it into a brand account. It allows you to have some extra benefits. Okay, it's basically you're turning it into a business account. 99% of YouTube channels are just individual accounts, whereas if you're a brand account, it's basically that you're a business, okay, and you're operating as a business, so you get some extra features. All right, and it's really important for your long-term growth when you do YouTube ads. Really important, actually. And the main reason for that is that you'll build an organic following. Okay, you see a lot of large YouTube channels that have run a lot of ads. They build a following over time, okay, and then they can actually they can monetize that audience over time as well through the organic means. So it's actually a really good long-term strategy for that too. YouTube ads uses the Google Ads dashboard interface integrated into one. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you a bit about that. You have to integrate your YouTube account into your Google Ads account so it's integrated. Okay, you should upload a banner for your channel. Okay, so like the banner in my channel. Okay, if you actually go to my channel, you're going to see the banner. That's the banner that people see if I'm running ads. Okay, and so that otherwise you can upload a custom banner as well if you prefer to do that all the same. You need to understand that YouTube shows your ads the following ways. All right, so these are a number of ways that your ads can show. So keywords is one, because obviously it's a search engine. Topics, okay, are various topics. Let's say baby niche, dogs, cats, pets. In-market audiences, that's a bit advanced, won't get too much into that. And same with affinity, but they're audiences that you can rank off. They're very good audiences. Similar audiences is basically just a lookalike audience, but better. However, they're far harder to get a good one initially, because you can't just make them as quick as you can with Facebook. Okay, but so that's a pretty advanced thing. For people in the course, you'll know about that already. Remarketing lists is the same as with any. You can remarket to people based on landing on your product page, going to your cart, checkout. If you integrate your YouTube account and you have a following, you can remarket to them based on things such as they subscribe to your channel, they've viewed any of your videos. Okay, so you can remarket to them. So it all sort of ties into a larger strategy that you can use. You also got custom affinity and custom intent. I'm not going to get too much into them. They're pretty advanced, but they're also great audiences. Placements. Okay, so that's a common one I see a lot of people talk about. So placements / channels, I guess. So what that means is someone could specifically rank for this video. Okay, show their ad only for this video if they want it. Okay, in theory, they can choose a specific video, or they can choose a specific channel, okay, where they might want to rank for. Okay, so it means that someone might want to just rank for a number of channels for whatever reason, or a number of videos, and because they know that that's very highly related to what their audience, what their product and service they're offering is, so it should get good results. And then, as I said, just videos that pretty much explain that. Okay, so you can watch a product research video on YouTube ads. I forgot to add the link. I do apologize. It will be in the slides down below. Just a link to another one of my YouTube videos where you can watch that. Okay, so let's go into the Google Ads dashboard now to teach you a bit about each of these audiences and get you having a better idea of how this sort of works. All right, guys. So let's actually go into my ad account. So this is just an old one that I used to use. First things first, and it's sort of in one of my other videos, and if you want more about it, I can make another video. We've got conversions. Really important you have your conversion tracking set up, same as you do with Facebook, but it is different. A lot of people struggle with conversion tracking, okay? And I don't mean that lightly or arrogantly, it's just the truth from what I've seen from a lot of people. So if you are interested in that, people in the course you already know about. If you are interested in the course, there's a link down below anyway. But here we've got, more importantly, you've got linked accounts, right? So you can link your YouTube account, you can link Google Analytics, but here you can link your YouTube account, okay? So you can actually integrate your YouTube account with your Google Ads, and then you can do remarketing lists, what's called similar audiences or lookalikes. You can run a lot of analytics in that as well. So that's the first thing I suggest you do, and it's also why you set up a branded account, just to show you that, so you understand that further. All right, so we go into the account, we click the little plus under campaigns, okay? So you're in your ad account, you click under campaigns, you click the plus, new campaign. All right, now there's a number of different strategies. I'm not going to get into the advanced ones. Today we're going to keep it simple, and we're just going to go sales, and you choose video, okay, drive conversions. All right, you give it a name, so I'm just going to call it test. Now the bidding strategies is a pretty advanced part. I'm not going to get into that today, I do apologize. We're going to leave it as maximize conversions. Okay, it's bidding strategies in Google are very important, hence why it's all the way up the top there, but we're not going to get into that today. But just start at maximize conversions, right? And so daily budget, I would suggest $50 a day is my recommendation. Now with the networks, make sure that you're not ranking for the display network. It just doesn't really work well. You're going to get a lot more impressions, and you can get cheaper clicks, but it's not really worth it. I try and keep it just to YouTube ads, it's YouTube videos itself, okay? So you can see languages, you can change it based on whatever country, of course. I generally just go English, okay? Because I mainly market to those countries. I personally market to the big 5. Okay, that's all I really market to. Again, I'm not someone that really markets to outside of those countries for e-commerce. There are plenty of customers and plenty of fish in the sea between all of those countries anyway. I know a number of stores that are in just, let's say, Australia or New Zealand or just America. They make a butt ton of money. Okay, it's more about the quality of product and great service. All right, so I personally recommend just marketing to the big 5. Inventory type, I'm not going to get into that today as well, but just go standard will be fine. Exclude embedded and live videos. You just don't really want those. Personally for me, I just don't want to rank for them. Here you can choose your conversion. Okay, so as I said in Google, without getting too advanced, you can have a lot of different conversion goals, okay, for different things. And that's very powerful, but also very confusing. All right, so by default, it'll just be use the including conversions. So use that'll be fine. Devices, I personally take off TV because people can't really go to a website on their TV and that much. It just doesn't work. Frequency capping, we're not going to get too much into frequency capping today, but you do want to have a frequency cap. Okay, you do want to have a frequency cap, otherwise your ad will just show too much. People that are just not interested will never click. They'll just waste a lot of your money. Schedule all day, and then you give your ad group a name. So you can make multiple ad groups. So you might make video 1, okay, ad group video 1, ad group video 2, ad group video 3. You can structure it however you want. A lot of the times I put it in one ad group, but I am starting to now segment it out by video type in a different ad group. So ad group video 1. Okay, it just allows you to say that, oh, I've got 4 different versions of this one video, test it in one ad group and just see how it goes. Okay, so remember, the good thing with Google allows a lot of that control. The more control you have, the better results you're generally going to get. Okay, guys, so it's really important. By educating yourself and understanding that, really important. Demographics, leave it open. Okay, you don't know who, where, what your audience is unless you've got an existing business and you already know, is it men, is it women, is it a parent, is whatever. No one will know household income unless you've already done Google ads already. Okay, but I know most of you haven't. So unless you do already know this, don't touch any of that. Keywords is again how we rank. So these are how we rank, and then again we can just put in, I'm just going to put in a bogus one, dog. And this is where you start to create your ad. So you can actually see that creating the ad, okay, making the video is the hard part, but making the ad is so easy. So www.dogs.com, display path is sale.dogs.com, and shop now, and best dog stuff. There we go. Fits within two. So you can see that's sort of what it looks like. All right, and you get a preview and see how on desktop you've got that'll be your banner from your channel. All right, so see how that can be how it looks. They can click there or they can click there. All right, so that's why it recommends that you auto generate from your channel, which is recommended, or you can upload your own. All right, and then just make sure you give it a name. Okay, and that name again has to just be a naming convention that you understand. So for me, I just go video version 1.0, and then I'll go, the other one will be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. That's generally how I do it, each to their own. All right, and you go create campaign. Oh, sorry, I assume I've made a mistake. Oh, sorry. All right, target Australia, beautiful, and we'll go create a campaign. So that's how you create a campaign. All right, and obviously hide all of that. It's not necessary. Hide, thank you. Hide. Okay, so we're just going to pause that. But now, as I said, like in the slide, we've got these different types of audiences. All right, so with these different types of audiences, this is here where you got keywords. Okay, so you can rank for keywords. You choose your ad group, and you can do keyword research via the keyword planner. You can do research even via keyword ideas here. Personally, I recommend doing keyword planner. Very powerful tool, gives you a lot more insight. It's specifically designed for that. Okay, but just for the sake of this example, let's put in www.dogs.com. And let's see what it comes up with. So it'll come up with a number of keyword ideas that are broad match keywords that you can add to your list of keywords to try and rank for. Okay, so dog. Why? Anyway, so you can just click the little plus icon, or you can click add all ideas. Personally, I always recommend to do your own research, and always don't just go off by what Google recommends. It is not a foolproof system. It'll end up wasting a lot of your money. So do your own research there. Obviously, for people that have my premium content, you know that I have a very rigorous strategy there around these keywords. Okay, so we go save, and that's one keyword type. So you can add negative keywords. I'm not going to get into that, but negative keywords are really important. Most people don't think they are, but they are very important. But we're not going to get into that today. So then you have audiences. Okay, so audiences here, again, we choose the ad group, and you can choose a number of audiences. Okay, so Google does this very well. You can go browse. You can do on demographics. I forgot about that one. You got affinity and custom affinity. So if we were to type, try and find anything dogs. Okay, right now I'm not really seeing anything for affinity. So if you're ever stuck, you can use the search feature and type in dogs. All right, and this will then pick up, recently added a dog to their household. So it even has life events, a lot of in-market pet supplies. Probably don't want that one. We don't want anything baby related. That's not related to our niche. Pets, dogs, cats. Let's say I'll probably take out cats. Okay, and so this, as you can see, goes through all the different types: affinity, custom affinity, and that as well. If you have custom affinity, you can also always have a look through here, and you got your similar audiences as well. So remarketing lists. So don't worry about combined lists, but you got similar audiences, okay? And you've got website visitors, okay? So these are just custom audiences basically. So you can see that we've got all of these different types of custom audiences. And then we've also got, as I said, combined audiences and custom intent, okay? Custom intent and custom affinity. As I said, I'm not going to get too much into those today, but you can see how you can add a heap of different audiences all from the one area. So let's go save. All right. I don't know why it hasn't uploaded properly. Probably some filter. But then we got placements. Okay. So you can actually add placements. Okay. Again, we choose our ad group. All right. And you can type in YouTube channels. So if we type in the word dog, if you're after ideas, we can find a heap of channels about just dogs. So you got channels, videos, websites, even apps. I don't do websites or apps. I just do either channels or videos. So you can see you can just add all of these, 80,000, 250, 115, blah, blah, blah. So Google gives you all of this and you can rank for as many of these as you like. Personally, I'd recommend, depending on your budget, to probably rank for no more than 20 to start off with, because you'll stretch your budget a bit thin. Okay, and you just go add, save, and done. Okay, and again, I don't know, I think it's a filter as to why it's not adding there. And then we got lastly topics. So again, ad group, you can see a bit of a rhythm here. Okay, so again, I always start with a broad word, dog, and we're going to try and see what we can find. Okay, see what we can find here. Not really. Here we go. So animal welfare, pet food, veterinarians, pets and animals. I tick them all. So pets, dogs, yep, animal sports. Then we go save. All right. And then what I always recommend you do is do a manual search as well. But those are the types of audiences that you can rank for just to do YouTube ads. Now, there's a bit more of a strategy to it. Those are just teaching you the audiences. Let's get into the next step about this overall strategy. All right, so step number 2 is making creative. So as I said, with YouTube, it's a video platform. So naturally, your creatives are super important. The strategy, once you know the strategy, and if you have a good creative, everything just falls into place, okay? Good strategy, good creative, and obviously a good landing page experience, and everything will just start to fall into place. It really isn't that hard when you boil it down to a very simple approach like that. So making creatives in 2020 on any marketing platform is very important. YouTube is no exception. Okay, I just want to make that clear, but it is nowhere near as saturated as Facebook ads. Again, it doesn't mean that you're just going to go straight through the roof. It does have its difficulties, but it does mean you're going to have a lot less competition to scale a lot higher with more profit. YouTube ads, as stated, should be 1920 by 1080 resolution, just like the same as this video, how I upload, and how some even upload in 4K, etc., etc. For optimal resolution, YouTube will automatically change it based on mobile, tablet, or desktop. YouTube is all about the hooks. Many of you know that as pattern interrupts from much larger YouTube channels than mine. They're hooks / pattern interrupts, same word, same result, just different terminology. Okay, but you'll see people when they talk about YouTube ads call them a hook. You need to make at least 2 creatives to split test. Okay, so it doesn't mean you have to make 2 completely new videos. It could be 2 new hooks. Okay, it could be the same 2 minutes, but the first 6 seconds could be different. Okay, because it makes a difference. You don't need to use thumbnails either with YouTube ads unless you're doing what's known as discovery ads. You don't really need thumbnails. All right, so thumbnails are good, don't get me wrong, but for the types of ads and strategy that I run, I don't use thumbnails. Okay, so your video does not need to be 30 to 60 seconds in length. Ecom videos generally do best from 1 to 4 minutes. Okay, some I've even seen like 1 to 8 to 9 minutes, and they're amazing ads. Some of the biggest companies actually just exclusively do YouTube ads due to the results it gets. You're basically getting Facebook without the inconsistency. You're getting Facebook with consistency. Okay, because YouTube is the biggest video platform in the world. It retains that kingship. Okay, so they work very well. So it actually gives you a lot longer to make your videos, okay? And I teach that more in my course too. So rule out images again. I just want to make that clear. I had to put it here for obvious reasons. Do not try and even attempt to ask if you can use an image for YouTube ads. Not happening. You should go hook, intro, old, bad way, reintroduce your product as a solution, benefits, offer, call to action, still screen. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into that, but that's an overview of the strategy. I use a template script to help me make it. May not be perfect, but it works, and it works quite well. Okay, I have a number of people that have been using my strategies, already doing ridiculous numbers with YouTube ads within a week, and they're extremely happy. And this is very similar to that overall approach. I find the best ecom videos do 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so 1 to 4 minutes is great. 1 to 8, you can, just as long as it's very detailed. The core understanding is that it should be very detailed with YouTube ads. Okay, so whether it's a lot of you guys for my channel on that, for instance, you will see the ads will be mainly people trying to sell info products, webinars, mentoring, primarily info products of a 997 course. Okay, is generally how people do it. So you guys won't have seen many ecom vids, like actual ecom video ads. So I recommend there's a way around it. Make a new YouTube channel and go to a heap of other channels that aren't related to entrepreneurship, being food / cooking, pets, fashion, makeup, all of those, and you'll start to see those ecom related ads, and it'll give you a really good idea of how that sort of works as a bit more of structure / research. If you want more content on that, where I find a number of these videos and teach you guys about it, and we dissect it and discuss it, comment that down below. All right, but that's step number 2. Let's move now into step number 3. All right, so the thing that you guys have undoubtedly been waiting for, the marketing strategy. Okay, so I'm not going to get absolutely detailed into everything. I want to keep this as beginner friendly as possible. The marketing strategy for YouTube is similar to Google. It requires a lot of upfront work to get started, otherwise I guarantee you'll fail. And I really want to emphasize on that. What I've already taught you is more than probably what you get from most paid courses. You really need to understand though that if you don't do the upfront work, you will fail. I get people coming to me in the channel saying I've spent like $20-$30 and I haven't gotten any results. You're probably not going to get results after $20-$30. You're going to have to spend a couple of $100 at least. Okay, YouTube does not work like Facebook, and if you don't have a good strategy, you're going to just fail. Okay, Google and YouTube is very relentless in how it can chew through your money so quick and give you absolutely nothing in return. Okay, and that's mainly because your strategy, you don't have one. You're just purely going off by the fact that everyone says YouTube ads, and you're like, oh, I'll just run a YouTube ad, I won't really think about it, because as you can see, it's not hard to make the campaign, but it's hard to make a profitable, successful campaign. All right, that's why strategy is important. I use a spreadsheet for this, okay, and everyone that's in my course has access to it. I'm not revealing it here, containing URLs, competitor channels into a sheet as part of research. It takes you a couple of hours, okay, a couple of hours of upfront research before you even start making your campaign. If you don't have that set up, you're more likely to fail. Okay, all about that upfront research to understand who, where, what your customer is. So when we market to them, we're pretty much on point. We've done our research. We've got a great product, great offer. It's now just a matter of time and optimization with a bit of money, and it'll start to make sense. Okay, so keywords, it's a couple of examples. These are just a couple. Keywords plus audiences, competitive keywords as well. So these are campaigns we test in the beginning to find what combination works. Okay, you can watch my optimization strategy about optimization there. I've just added a link there. You need a minimum of $50 a day for YouTube ads, and no less. So I'm sorry to say some people are not going to like that, but it's just an honest opinion. And honest, just based on my own testing and results, I've wasted hundreds, thousands of dollars on YouTube by making heaps of mistakes. And I can tell you that you need to have at least $50 a day to spend. Okay, it's not like with Facebook where you can spend $5 and hope that it's just going to magically convert. YouTube does not work that way. I generally start with TCPA. I'm not going to get too much more into that. I do not market outside the big 5. As I said, plenty of big customers in these countries anyway, and they're the ones that generally come back and buy time and time again. You need to leave your ads for at least 3 days, bare minimum. Okay, so don't get trigger friendly. We're all very used to, because everything is about Facebook ads, which is incredibly juvenile, that as a result, everyone's very trigger happy, where they're like, oh, I haven't gotten results. I've spent $50 and I haven't gotten results. I should turn it off. Oh, I don't know what to do. You know, that's not a good approach to have with YouTube ads. If you reflect upon that and you think about that you're one of those, I'm sorry to say, YouTube ads will probably hurt you bad, especially in the beginning. You need to have an iron will with YouTube ads. And I get it. I've been there and I've done that. But I mean that as a very honest, it's a part of your marketing strategy. I even recommend it. 3 days. Okay, you might spend $200, $300, $400 and only get 4 or 5 sales. But I know that by optimizing those 4 or 5 sales, with all of that, you'll be able to start making that money back quick. All right. So I just want to really lay home the importance that YouTube ads requires time. Okay, so all it requires is a good product, good video, good research, a bit of time, and then some optimization. Okay, those are basically the steps with YouTube ads as a whole, and then it just becomes pretty easy. Like it is, I don't even look at my YouTube ads all that much. Might look at them every 4 or 5 days. Okay, but that's it. You got to give it time. Anytime you try and make a change, leave it for at least 24, 48, 72 hours. And you'll start to get to a point where it's like, I don't even need to look at my ads. And that's why many of you know why I keep saying I prefer YouTube, Google ads, because once you overcome that initial hurdle, then you're like, this isn't that bad. And I actually have a lot more time to focus on more important things than just trying to put out fires every day, which is what Facebook ads is, putting out fires every 5 seconds. Okay, so that's step number 3, and that's just being an honest outline and giving you some value there that you can use and outline into that as well. So that's step number 3 for the beginner strategy. Let's now go into step number 4. Step number 4 is the scaling strategy. So scaling on YouTube is actually the easiest form of scaling I've ever done. So if you have an offer that's working, or ad that's working, you're getting sales and you're starting to make profit, scaling is actually pretty easy. It's a combination that you optimize, which I have a beginner video there, which you can watch, and it will actually recommend the budget that you should be on. Okay, Facebook does a little bit of that, but nothing like Google, where I've had it at times where it'll say, oh, you're spending $50 a day. We recommend that you go up to $130 a day. Okay, beautiful. A week later, $300 a day. All right, beautiful. And that's just on one campaign. And it does that. Okay, one thing you need to understand with scaling with YouTube ads, or anything on Google, YouTube, Bing, whatever, is they optimize over a 30-day window. Okay, so a lot of people get very confused with, oh my God, my ads have spent double what my budget is. Okay, whereas Google actually looks like, no, we optimize over 30 days. So if your budget's $50, okay, whatever that translates to over 30 days, $1,500, I believe. Anyway, so it will then optimize over 30 days. So you might spend $100 one day, $25 the next, so on and so forth. It's going to determine that based on a lot of its factors, such as its algorithm, various elements that we don't fully know. But we need to have faith in that the system works, because it does. So you need to understand that. So it'll basically recommend it if you have enough impressions, you're getting conversion/sales, and it's been at least 3 days. So that's why I don't even look at it. It just recommends me to say, here, increase your budget. It'll even send you emails of personalized recommendations. So you can use them. Like, oh yeah, we'll have a look. Beautiful, increase my budget. Good, away I go. I can now focus on, the fulfillment of my product for my customers. All right, and the more campaigns you make, okay, you just end up, $100, $400, $500 each, and you have 10 of those, you spend $5K a day. Okay, there you go. And you don't even have to get someone to do YouTube ads. A lot of people I see get someone, but if you can learn how to do it yourself, trust me, you're like, I don't need to pay someone to do this. I can spend 3-4 hours a week doing the work myself, save a butt ton of money. And I mean that honestly, by the way. So to scale further, you need to make more campaigns. Okay, so as I said there, just in the outline, more ads, keywords, more audiences, placements, bidding strategies. Just test more campaigns, more ad groups, and you'll find it's easy. You can just, it becomes just very, very simple, and you'll end up having a heap of campaigns on different budgets, and you just go and have a look. Okay, at a higher level, you can even use a tool known as Optimizer, which is a good tool for YouTube ads. Okay, so point number 5, I've repeated myself about that many times. So the scaling strategy is pretty easy. I'm going to show you like just an example of the campaign and how you can increase the budget. And rather than you making a ton of campaigns, which you generally do with Facebook, like at scale, you'll have like 30, 40, 50 campaigns. With Google, you might have 4 or 5, and you just focus on those and optimize and scale. And you'll find it actually really makes a lot more sense. So let me just show a little bit about the scaling side in the Google Ads dashboard just quickly. All right, so we're in the campaign that I just made before as an example. And so, you know, you can see your budget. So literally all you do is, what it'll do is it'll say limited by budget, and it'll recommend, and you can maybe make it like 130, 150, okay? And you just change it there. That's how simple it is to scale with Google. And you can also have a look under settings, okay, where you can also adjust your budget, start and end date, shared library. I'm not going to get into that today, but you can do that. Here you can also, you know, change where is it going to show on additional areas, your countries, your bidding strategy. Okay, generally when I want to test different elements of a campaign, especially if it's like a bidding strategy, I'll just duplicate it and try a different bidding strategy. A simple little change like that can make a huge difference to the outcome. And that's how you scale, okay? So I might be, this campaign spending $130 a day, I'll duplicate it, and then I will change the bidding strategy to the same budget, everything the same, but just different bidding strategy, and see if I get a cheaper cost per acquisition, okay, or cost per purchase, okay, and increase my profit. And that's how I can also increase how much I spend a day. I'll find a good whatever test that's worked, and I'll just grow it. And basically it's just a matter of then just optimizing the campaign, increasing your budget, and leaving it, and rinse and repeat, rather than this constant just up and down. You've got this sort of nice consistency in your business, and you're going to find that it'll stay consistent like that. And that's what I'm really trying to teach you guys. Okay, a lot of people have asked me for a lot of content around YouTube ads, and scaling. I'm honestly saying that's the scaling. Like there isn't much more to it aside from, you know, remarketing and various other strategies, of course. But as a whole, that's it. There really isn't much more to know with this. You don't need third-party tools. You don't need all of these advanced theories and strategies. It's very black and white. And that's why I like it. And that's why I have to recommend it to you guys, because it's just very powerful. Okay, and the more you get into it, you're going to be like, yeah, this is very powerful. Everyone that eventually takes that leap's like, yeah, this is just so much better. Okay, and I just mean that honestly. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the scaling side as well. That's step number 4. So let's move on. All right, and that concludes today's video. I hope you did enjoy today's content. If you did, please be sure to like. It helps with the growth of my channel. Subscribe for more videos, as well as check out my channel. I've got over 150 videos there, guys, of absolute value. And I don't mean to brag, but it is worth more than most paid courses actually will get you. I don't mean that lightly. That is an actual fact based on a lot of feedback. So you can check all of that out. Comment down below what you would like to see as well. Just some obviously housekeeping stuff as well, guys. For those who are interested, there are my course links for Facebook, Google, and YouTube, which has turned out to be very popular. People are crushing it there, and they absolutely love it. And I absolutely love helping people there. I've just yesterday updated the courses with more content, and I plan to keep doing so. I like to keep stuff fresh. It keeps me learning more. I love to learn more, and I like to pass that knowledge on so that people get the skills and knowledge they need to have the strategic advantage to be competitive in any marketplace and any market. Obviously got Debutify. I'm updating my free live training too, so be sure to stick around for that. You're going to absolutely love that. I'm updating that. I am 95% done. I'm actually going to be getting that underway, but I've got that there as well for you. And then you've got my other links as well. So go and check them out. They're all free resources and that for you. And if you are interested, jump on board. So that pretty much concludes today's video. Again, I hope this has been helpful. I know to a lot of people this can be quite advanced. I try to not make it too advanced, but part of how I like to teach is I like to be very detailed. Detail is the key to success in my opinion. And I feel that's really, really important, hence why I suggest that you should get these slides. The more you get into building your business, building your own brand, building your own name, you're going to find that the real money is in the detail. Okay, I really recommend that you take this advice seriously, okay, rather than just a quick, easy strategy that is guaranteed to blow up in your face. I get that every day, believe it or not, people messaging me about that, because when it comes to marketing, especially on a tight budget, you need to make every dollar count. And if you can follow a strategy that makes every dollar count, it's going to make your business a lot smoother and easier. Okay, guys. So aside from that, that's pretty much it from today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Again, if you did like today's video, please like and subscribe. I hope you all have a lovely day. I hope you take care, and goodbye.